Hello and welcome to another episode of HDFC Life presents Jeet ka Insurance Cricket Quiz. I'm just going to call you PTC throughout the quiz because Potoldanga Thunder Club will take up most of the episode time that we have if I keep repeating it. Why have you called your team Star? Does it stand for anything or do you just want to be stars?
Just wanted to be minimalistic and keep a simple name.
Which player was chided? तुझे पता है तूने किसका कैच छोड़ा है?
Abdul Razak Tendulkar's catch in the 2003 World Cup of Wasim Akram.
Hearts are racing across the country and here too. Let me welcome you to HDFC Life presents Jeet ka Insurance Cricket Quiz. And for that, we have to welcome our very own quiz master, Mr. Venki Srinivas. Hello, sir. Welcome.
Hello, thank you.
How are you?
All well, thank you.
Well, over to you, sir.
Thank you. Hello and welcome to another episode of HDFC Life presents Jeet ka Insurance Cricket Quiz. We have a format that very much mirrors the ongoing T20 World Cup. This is a Super 8 round contest where two teams are going head to head against each other to determine who will book a spot in the coveted semi-finals round. We had more than 1,500 teams from across India take part in this quiz that was open to all and all about cricket. 8 of those teams have been chosen from that grueling online round to be here with us. And today we're going to see 2 of those amazing teams with us today. Time to go and meet our teams. The first of our 2 teams in today's quiz call themselves Potoldanga Thunder Club, Dipanjan and Prithvish. All the best. It's all the best. Our second team today call themselves Star, and they're very unique because both the gents in this team have the same name. Please welcome Sanidhya and Sanidhya. All the best to you. All the best. Those are our 2 teams in what promises to be a riveting quiz. This Super 8 stage episode of HDFC Life presents Jeet ka Insurance Quiz. While we go ahead with the quiz, we'll talk to them, find out a little more about their cricket fandom, their cricket passion, and get to know them better. Let's get right into it. Let's meet our 2 teams. Team 1, Potoldanga Thunder Club. First, introduce yourselves and please tell us the origin behind this rather interesting team name.
My name is Dipanjan Deb. I'm from Guwahati and I'm a management consultant by profession.
Hi, I'm Prithvish. I'm based out of Mumbai. I work in the media sector.
Okay, a management consultant and a media professional. And what's the story behind your team name?
It's a group from Bengali fiction. It's an entity from a series of stories and novels called, where the central protagonist is called Tenida. So it's an outfit centered around him and his friends.
Okay, wonderful. I'm just going to call you PTC throughout the quiz because Potoldanga Thunder Club will take up most of the episode time that we have if I keep repeating it. So all the best to you guys. My one thing that I'd like to urge you to do is smile a bit more throughout the quiz. And I know you will be hoping to sport a broader smile at the end of the quiz, but cheer up. Team number 2, Star. Welcome. Please introduce yourselves.
I am Sanidhya Mahavar. I am from Alwar and I am basically a CA final student.
I'm Sanidhya Gupta and I'm doing my graduation in economics from Delhi.
And how do you 2 know each other?
We are actually cousin brothers.
Oh, you're cousin brothers. All right. And why have you called your team Star? Does this stand for anything or do you just want to be stars?
Just wanted to be minimalistic and keep a simple name.
Minimalistic and simple name, Team Star. Welcome. 2 amazing teams here in today's episode. Let's go right into it and take a look at the rules for the game for today. We have 4 rounds of the quiz, 28 questions in all, 2 rounds each on passing and buzzer. We'll tell you the rules of the specific rounds as we go forward. You get 100 points for a correct answer as the baseline. There are, of course, negatives to be had in the buzzer round, which we'll tell you about. All right, both teams ready? All right, all set. Round number 1 in today's quiz. Round number 1 is called Opening Over. We're going to show you a grid with 7 topics. Starting from PTC, each team will get to pick topics alternatingly. The topics are rather cryptic, so you will get a question after that, which you have to answer in 30 seconds. 30 seconds on your direct, 10 seconds when the question passes. You get 100 points each on both the direct and the pass. No negative marking at all, but just stay cognizant of the time. Right? Let's go into the grid for round 1. There's the grid. Low blow, fantastic first, dropped, gifted, language barrier, all in the family. What a player. What do you want to pick, PTC?
All in the family.
All in the family. Okay, PTC picks all in the family. Here's your all in the family question. Many pairs of brothers have represented Zimbabwe in international cricket. What is the last name of the family from which three brothers have appeared for the national side in all three formats? Tests, ODIs and T20s.
Or Masakatsu.
What's your answer?
The Masaraska brothers.
And who are they?
Hamilton and the other.
Auckland.
I forgot
Wellington.
Wellington and the other one.
Hamilton, Wellington and Shingi Masakadza. Off to a great start, PTC. That's absolutely right. These are the Masakadza brothers. We've of course seen several families having multiple representatives in cricket. It's been the case in India as well. But this is a unique example where all three have played all three formats for the country, which is Zimbabwe. Good start, PTC. 100 points to you on the board. Star, what would you like?
Fantastic first.
You want to take fantastic first. Okay, here we go. Which player in New Zealand's current T20 World Cup squad, the 2024 T20 World Cup that's going on, has the distinction of being a country's first centurion in ODIs? He achieved it on his debut in 2015.
We would like to go with Finn. We would like to go with Finn Allen.
Finn Allen, okay, good guess, great attacking batsman, but that's not correct. PTC, do you have a guess?
We'll guess Chapman.
Chapman, and which Chapman would that be?
Mark Chapman.
Mark Chapman, and which country
Hong
did he
Kong.
debut for?
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong, fantastic. Mark Chapman, who currently plays for New Zealand, played for Hong Kong earlier, and he is Hong Kong's first ODI centurion, doing so on debut in 2015. Another 100 points there to PTC on Mark Chapman. What would you like to pick now?
Language barrier.
Language barrier. Okay, interesting question coming up on language barrier. Cross-border cricket was an award-winning program in an Asian country. It encouraged and facilitated the interaction through cricket between youngsters from two language groups, language and ethnic groups, who otherwise historically didn't interact. Which are these two groups? Despite the name, this program worked within the country's borders.
Sinhalese and Tamil.
Sinhalese and Tamilian in Sri Lanka. Nice try, PTC. Incorrect. Star, do you have a guess?
Afghanistan.
And what would the two languages be then?
I think so.
Pashto and Baloch.
Pashto and Baloch, Afghanistan. Another very good guess, but this one seems to have been a bouncer and it's come back to the quizmaster. The answer here is Arabic-speaking Bedouins and Hebrew-speaking Jews in Israel. So the Arabs and the Jews in Israel, that's the correct answer. Tough one there to PTC. Star.
Dropped.
Dropped. Here's your question on dropped. Simple one. There are some well-known stories about dropped catches in the World Cups. Which player was chided? तुझे पता है तूने किसका कैच छोड़ा है? When the player stood out of position at mid-off and dropped the catch in a historic encounter. You want to know who was this player, this fielder who dropped the catch? Parthiv Patel, not Parthiv Patel. Passes.
This is Abdul Razak Tendulkar's catch in the 2003 World Cup of Wasim Akram.
Perfect answer, absolutely right. Abdul Razak dropping Sachin Tendulkar of Wasim Akram in the 2003 World Cup, the historic India-Pakistan match in the 2003 World Cup. 100 points to Team PTC. And Team PTC, your turn to pick.
What a player.
What a player. India women set the record for the biggest ever winning margin by runs in a test against England in 2023. Who was the player of the match with figures of 9 for 39 in the test, also scoring a 50 along the way?
Deepti Sharma.
Deepti Sharma, very good, well done. Deepti Sharma it is, who did India proud with 9 wickets in the match and a 50. And India women recorded the highest margin of victory by runs in a test, beating England in 2023. Well done, 100 more points. And Star, chance for you to get on the board. What would you like, low blow or gifted?
Gifted.
Gifted. Okay. This person was invited to design the W.G. Grace Memorial Gates, the original grandstand, and a memorial garden to Lord Harris in a particular stadium complex, a very famous stadium complex. He finished his work and presented a gift to the stadium, some kind of a structure to the stadium as a gift. This still today is there in that stadium. What did he present? What did he present to the stadium?
So the stadium was the Lord Stadium, and
Okay.
he presented like that old man's walk corridor, something like that. Like I don't know the
Just
exact
modify
name.
your answer a little bit. What exactly did he present to the stadium?
Was it the long gallery of Lords?
The long room at Lord's?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'll have to pass you on that.
So Father Time, the wind vane at Lords.
What exactly is that?
So like wind direction, so it's a wind vane kind of a thing.
It's a wind vane that's shaped like
Shaped like a old man crouching.
old man holding it up. That is correct. It's called Old Father Time. You were very close, Team Star. You got to the correct answer. It is, of course, Lord's. And the architect was the very famous Herbert Baker. And it was Old Father Time. The wind vane, which you will see on top of the stadium like an old man with a kind of set of stumps crouching and the directions being pointed. That brings us to the end of the exciting first round of this episode of HDFC Life presents Jeet Ka Insurance Quiz. Time to take a look at our scorecard at the end of the first round. Team PTC on 500 points. Team Star will soon start their account. You have a great chance to do that as we go into round 2. Round 2 is called a power play round. And like in the power play, you should aim to maximize your score in this round. We have 8 questions, all on the buzzer. All questions will need a connection as an answer. I will be reading out the questions in some case, and in some cases there will be images that will appear on the screen in front of you. Now you get plus 100, minus 100 on the buzzer. If the team that buzzes first gets it wrong, they will get a minus 100, and the other team, you can choose whether you want to answer it. There will still be a negative if you choose to answer it. If you don't want to, you can just say pass, right? But if you hit the buzzer and you say pass, you will still get a minus 100. Now this quiz is brought to you by HDFC Life, one of India's leading life insurers. And the concept of life insurance is that you pay a small premium or a small amount to protect against a big downside, right? We are incorporating that concept into this quiz with the HDFC Life insurance card. After you see a question and hit the buzzer, if you think you're unsure of the answer, you can raise this HDFC Life insurance card. If you do that, your baseline points come down to 80. So that's the small cost you're paying of 20 points, but you get a huge downside risk protection because you get only minus 20. You can play this card only once during this round of 8 questions. You can play it either when you have buzzed, you can even play it when it is passed to you, if the team that buzzes has got it wrong. Okay, ready? Both teams? Come on, Team Star, look sharp. First question. We're going to show you 3 images, 3 international women's cricketers. You need to tell us which domestic state side connects them. Yes, Team Star.
Haryana.
Haryana, excellent answer. Do you know who any of them are?
I just know the third one.
Shefali Verma, Shehrawat.
Shefali Verma?
Shehrawat.
Shweta Sehrawat.
Shweta Shehrawat.
Okay, that's Preeti Bose, Mansi Joshi and Shefali Verma. But well done to you. You're on the board with 100 points, Team Star. Well done. Question number 2 of power play. I'm going to read it out. With respect to one specific player, what exactly connects Sachitra Senanayake in one-day internationals and our... Okay? Team Star?
Mankading of Joss Butler.
Mankading of Joss Butler. Team Star have really woken up in this quiz. The question was with respect to one specific player, what exactly connects Sachitra Senanayake in one-day internationals and R. Ashwin in the IPL? And the answer was Mankading Joss Butler. Great answer. Another 100 points to you, Star. Third question. 4 Indian cricketers on screen. You have to tell us what connects them with respect to captaincy. Okay, Team 1, PTC?
They have captained India in only one test match.
That is a good answer. Do you know who those people are?
Chandu Borde, Ravi Shastri,
Pankaj Roy.
and I think Manohar Hardikar or Gulab Rai Ramchand.
Neither of them. The fourth one is Hemu Adhikari.
Hemu Adhikari.
But you got the other three right. It's absolutely correct. Chandu Borde, Pankaj Roy, Ravi Shastri, and Hemu Adhikari have captained India in exactly and only one test. Ravi Shastri's test was very famous. It was in Chennai, and a young bespectacled bowler called Narendra Hirwani came on and took 16 wickets in that test match to lead India to a famous victory against the West Indies. All right. Next question. 3 cricketers on screen. Give us a specific statistical feat that connects them. Neither of them going for it. The correct answer here, the 3 gentlemen are Tip Foster, Lawrence Rowe and Devon Conway. All of them have a double century on debut. Double century on test debut. That was the correct answer. Double century on debut. Tip Foster, Lawrence Rowe and Devon Conway. This one going past everyone. Next question coming up. This time we have 2 visuals and you have to give us a country of birth as the connect. Okay, Team Star. What's your answer? Need an answer quickly. You want to
HDFC
play
Life.
the HDFC Life Insurance card. All right.
We don't know the first one, but second one we know. It's from Singapore, Tim David.
Singapore is all I wanted. Both of them, Meg Lanning and Tim David, are born in Singapore. Well done, well picked up, Team Star. You get 80 points because you played the HDFC Life Insurance card. Very well done. That's 80 good points to you. 3 more questions to go, all of which I'll be reading out. What unusual manner connects the hit wicket dismissals of Kevin Peterson in 2007 and Adam?
The helmet toppled onto the stumps and thus.
That is a good answer, PTC. Absolutely right. Well cracked. The helmet fell on the stumps. That's how they were out hit wicket. It was Kevin Peterson in 2007 and Adam Parore in 2000. The English and New Zealand cricketers respectively. Good answer there, PTC. 100 points to you. Next question. Glenn Turner hit 171 on the first day of World Cup cricket. Craig Wishart hit 172 against Namibia. Gary Kirsten hit 188 not out against the UAE. These are 3 very high scores in World Cup cricket. What specifically connects these feats? Fairly simple guess. Neither team going for it. No. PTC seem to be on the verge of it. Star are keeping their hands well away. PTC not going for it. The correct answer is all these scores were made on debut. These are the highest scores on World Cup debut. 3 highest scores on World Cup debut. Last question. What cruel fate were the batting partners of Maharashtra's Anil Walekar and Australia's Hugh Thurlow resigned to after?
So their partners were stranded on 299. Don Bradman and Shantanu Sugwekar.
What an answer, PTC. That's a great answer. When these 2 gentlemen, Anil Walekar and Hugh Thurlow, got out, their batting partners on the other side, respectively Shantanu Sugwekar and Don Bradman, got stranded on 299, and these are 2 examples of batsmen being 299 not out. That's a great answer from PTC to complete the quiz and to complete the second round of the quiz. We are at the halfway point. It's time to look at the scoreboard. At this point of time, Potoldanga Thunder Club PTC on 800, Star on 280. Good comeback by Star, coming right back into this quiz with 3 wonderful answers in that round and playing their HDFC Life card very cleverly. Halfway point of this episode of HDFC Life presents Jeet Ka Insurance Cricket Quiz.
Oh God, they have pulled off a miracle. This is sensational.
जीत का इंश्योरेंस करने के तो कई तरीके हैं, पर लाइफ में जीत की गारंटी करने के लिए HDFC लाइफ का संपूर्ण जीवन प्लान ही काम आएगा।
time to go straight into round 3, which are the middle overs. The middle overs is when you consolidate, you score a lot of runs, make sure you keep your wickets in hand for the slog overs. Here we're going to give you a grid with 7 flags. Each team again will get to choose 3 topics alternatingly. This time we'll begin with star. Questions will in some way be related to the country that you've chosen. Same rules, 100 points on a direct, 100 points on a pass, 30 seconds and 10 seconds, no negative marking. Let's see the grid with the flags. Fairly recognizable set of flags there. I'll anyway tell you what they are. It's India, England, Bangladesh, Zimbabwe, Singapore, USA and Nepal. So star, what do you fancy?
We would like to go with USA.
You want to go with USA. All right. The infrastructure deployed in the construction of stands at Eisenhower Park Stadium in New York for the 2024 T20 World Cup has been sourced from the site of another major annual sporting event in the US. Once the World T20 is done, it will be sent back for this event. What event?
Super Bowl के लिए होगा ये. Super Bowl famous है.
नहीं NBA. NBA.
NBA, not the NBA. PTC, do you have a guess?
The Indy 500.
The Indy 500. Good try there, good try. You're fairly close to the answer. It's not the NBA or the Indy 500. This is the Las Vegas Grand Prix. The Las Vegas Formula 1 Grand Prix. That's where most of the infrastructure has come from. And as you know, the Eisenhower Park, the Nassau County Cricket Ground is a temporary structure that's been erected for lots of matches in the T20 World Cup. India also played over there. And it will be returned right back to Las Vegas for the Las Vegas Grand Prix Formula 1 race. All right, USA is done. Team PTC, what would you like?
India.
India. All right, India. The rules barring Indians to enter which location had to be suspended temporarily in 1933 since players had to enter the venue to play a test match.
Bombay Gymkhana.
Your answer is?
The Bombay Gymkhana.
And what's
This was the first ever
First
test
home
match.
test
First
of
home
India.
test.
Great answer there, PTC. This is the Bombay Gymkhana. The Bombay Gymkhana did not allow Indians to enter at one point of time. They had to suspend the rules because obviously India's first test on home soil against England happened at the Bombay Gymkhana. And you know, it is said that a huge crowd thronged the stadium finally after entry was allowed, and nearly 50,000 people are rumored to have been there. That's the Bombay Gymkhana. 100 points to PTC. Start.
Nepal.
Nepal. Okay. It's a fun question. When Nepal played the Cricket World Cup in March 2014, the PM announced that there would be no load shedding despite power shortage, right? Because everybody wanted to watch Nepal play. ESPN noted that it was a dash miracle. Fill in the blank with a word that is appropriate in more ways than one. I'll give you an additional clue, Team Star. It's a 4-letter word. Last few seconds. Take a guess. No negative marking. You want to guess? Come up with a word. Nothing? Okay, gonna have to.
1 second. Coal miracle.
Coal miracle. C-O-A-L.
Yeah.
Coal miracle. Nice try, not
We
coal.
have a guess, so we'll say it's holy, H-O-L-I or H-O-L-Y, either way.
Absolutely right. It's a holy miracle. It's a holy miracle because, you know, it was holy around that time and it could have been a holy miracle in the sense of being God sent. So it was a holy miracle. That's what they said about the no power shortage to watch the country passionately support the Nepalese cricket team. Okay, 100 points to PTC and their chance to pick. Guys.
We'll go with England.
England, of course, I knew you were going to do that. England, here you go. It was set up in 1953 by Tom Smith, who served as the first chairman, with Douglas Jardine as the first president. It had a membership exceeding 8,000 in countries all over the world before it was merged with an ECB-sanctioned organization. What is this organization or who are its members?
So it is the International Cricket Statisticians Historical
It's a body for international
Body for
cricket. is
international
called
Cricket
cricket.
statisticians. Okay, I will have to pass you on that to Star. We're looking for a better answer. Your 5 seconds.
It's an association of groundsmen all across the world.
Groundsmen all across the world. Very nice guess. Team PTC came really close. This, when it was originally formed, was the Association of Cricket Umpires and Scorers. Not exactly statisticians, but scorers, official scorers who would score the game. It's now got submerged into an organization called Association of Cricket Officials, but this was the Association of Cricket Umpires and Scorers. Scorers was a key word as well. Okay, no points to anyone on that. And chance for you, your last pick for the round, Star.
Bangladesh.
Bangladesh. Okay. The first Bangladeshi batsman to hit an ODI century in men's cricket is perhaps also unfairly remembered for another action of his in 1998. What happened in 1998? You don't have to name this player, but in your answer you have to give the name of a player. Something rather unfortunate happened. Any guesses, Team Star? Take a guess, come on. Something sad and unfortunate happened.
That resulted in like disqualification of Netherlands or some other associate nation from the World Cup.
Ah, okay. Some other team got disqualified or couldn't proceed because of the innings that he played. Okay, nice guess there. PTC?
So the death of Raman Lamba due to being hit by Mehrab Hussain.
Mehrab Hossain and Raman Lamba, absolutely right. This is the batter Mehrab Hossain, who was Bangladesh's first ODI centurion, and one of his shots ended up hitting Raman Lamba, the Indian cricketer, who unfortunately passed away because of that. Raman Lamba was playing in the Bangladeshi league at that time, and this happened. That was the unfortunate result. Well done. 100 more to you, PTC. And are you going Singapore or are you going with Zimbabwe?
We'll go with Singapore. He has been
Okay.
after Singapore.
Okay. You visited Singapore?
No,
so
no,
you want to,
he's
okay, he's
just-
been up to date with Singapore cricket. Wow.
He wanted
Okay, let's
Singapore.
see how up to date you've been. The Singapore Cricket Association described itself as the governing body of dash and dash cricket in Singapore. This is a rather unusual description, not really found in the name of any other major cricketing body. Fill in the blanks with two related words. The governing body of dash and dash cricket in Singapore.
We'll say outdoor and indoor cricket.
Outdoor and indoor cricket. Well done. Well worked out there. They describe themselves as the governing body of outdoor and indoor cricket in Singapore. Indoor cricket, I think, is a big thing as well over there. So indoor cricket and outdoor cricket. That's 100 points to PTC. And with that, we come to the end of round 3. The middle overs are done in this episode of HDFC Life presents Jeet Ka Insurance Cricket Quiz. Let's take a look at the scores. Okay, we have Team Star on 280 points, and we have Team PTC on 1,200 points. 1,200 and 280. So it's been a bit of a one-sided contest, but remember, there is still one more exciting round to go in this quiz. Anything can happen. Let's go straight in to play the slog overs. Round 4 is here. Round 4 is the slog overs. This is where all the action happens, lots of excitement. You know, your edges can go for boundaries or sixers, and you can make a comeback. We have 8 questions on the buzzer, which I will be reading out. You get a plus 100, minus 100 on the buzzer, and if you get it wrong, the other team can choose to play. And remember, you have the HDFC Life Insurance card. You can use it once during the round. You'll reduce your maximum points to 80, but you'll also substantively reduce your risk by getting only a minus 20. So use that carefully during the round. It could make a difference. All the best to both teams. Here is question number 1. Which batter holds the record for the highest test innings score by an Indian while remaining unbeaten? Yes, Team Star.
Virendra Sehwag 309.
Virendra Sehwag 309 is incorrect. Minus 100 to Team Star. And Team PTC doesn't seem to have it. I am closing the question. The correct answer is Karun Nair 303 not out. Karun Nair 303 not out. Question number 2. Hands on the buzzer. Through My Eyes is the autobiography of which record-breaking South African cricketer? Through My Eyes is the autobiography of which record-breaking South African cricketer? Neither team taking a chance. And we seem to be done. Neither team's going for it. The correct answer is the great South African wicketkeeper Mark Boucher. Boucher's career unfortunately ended when he had a very serious eye injury. So a little bit of a reference and a pun on that. And of course he's saying, this is the game as I saw it through my eyes because I was the keeper and I was seeing it all the time. Okay, third question. Which player, later turned coach and familiar to Indians, was the first captain of Zimbabwe in one-day internationals? Yes, Team Star.
And Duncan Fletcher.
Duncan Fletcher is a good answer, Team Star. Very well done. Duncan Fletcher, who went on to coach India. Duncan Fletcher was the first captain for Zimbabwe in ODIs. Good answer, Team Star. You get back the 100 points you lost. Question number 4. The Zahoor Ahmed Chowdhury Stadium, with a capacity of 22,000, is located in which South Asian city? The Zahoor Ahmed Chowdhury Stadium, with a capacity of 22,000, is located in which South Asian city? Yes.
Chattogram in Bangladesh.
Excellent answer. Chattogram in Bangladesh. Chittagong or Chattogram. That's a fantastic answer, Team Star. And Team PTC, for good reason, are smiling to themselves at not having gotten that. But it's Chattogram. Very good answer there. 100 points to you, Team Star. Next question. Batters have scored more than 1,000 runs in their ICC Men's T20 World Cup career. Two of them are, of course, Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma. Who from a neighboring country is the third? Yes, yes, go easy, go easy. We need to use this buzzer through the quiz. Yes.
Mahila Jayawardene.
Mahila Jayawardene. Excellent answer there, Star. Once again, you seem to really like the buzzer rounds. I think if the whole quiz had been on the buzzer, you would have probably done better. Mahila Jayawardene is a very good answer. 3 people with more than 1,000 runs. All right, 3 questions to go. Who was the player of the match in the finals of the ICC Men's World Cup in 2015? Okay.
Faulkner.
Which Faulkner?
James Faulkner.
And why did he get the player of the match?
He took 3 wickets and
He took 3 wickets. You're not going to tell us how many runs he conceded? All right. He did take 3 wickets and gave away 36 runs. And James Faulkner was man of the match for Australia against New Zealand in the 2015 World Cup. 100 points to PTC. Penultimate question of the quiz. The ICC Umpire of the Year trophy is named after
David Shepherd.
which lady is what I was not going to ask. Which Englishman? David Shepherd. That's the right answer. It is David Shepherd. The ICC Umpire of the Year trophy is called the David Shepherd Trophy after the great English umpire David Shepherd. With that, we're down to the last question of this quiz. 2 wonderful teams playing really well and keeping us really engaged with their answers. As we come to the very last question of this episode of HDFC Life presents Jeet Ka Insurance Cricket Quiz, here is the question. 2016 was the last time any team other than Australia won the ICC T20 Women's World Cup.
West Indies, Stephanie Taylor was the captain.
Wow, I don't know how you got to that. My question was, when West Indies won at the Eden Gardens, who was their captain? Stephanie Taylor. That's a great way to finish the quiz, Team Star. Absolutely right. Stephanie Taylor led West Indies to a memorable victory at the Eden Gardens. That was, of course, the year that the West Indies team did a double. And we, of course, remember the name. We know that West Indies beat England with Brathwaite's heroics also at the Eden Gardens. In fact, they won the Under-19 World Cup as well that year, making it a unique triple. Great answer by Team Star to conclude the quiz. That brings us to the end of this episode, this Super 8 game of HDFC Life presents Jeet Ka Insurance Cricket Quiz. One of these 2 teams will feature in the semi-final rounds of the quiz. Let's find out which team that will be with our final scores. All right, here are the final scores of this episode of HDFC Life presents Jeet Ka Insurance Cricket Quiz. Team Star on 580 and Team PTC on 1400. 580 and 1400. That's how it ends. So Team PTC, congratulations. You make your way to the semi-finals of this quiz. Team Star, young team, very well played. I think you really came to life on the buzzer rounds, and that was really nice to see. Please do keep quizzing. Congratulations for making it here, because from 1500 teams, being in the top 8 is no mean feat. Very well done. Congratulations to you, and a great performance by both of you. Well done to you. Well done, and congratulations to PTC. We'll see you in the semi-finals.
So we have our quiz contenders with us. Let us know what was their experience. Hi, welcome. Can you tell us how you felt and what was your experience like?
It was great being here. Great format, interesting mix of content. It spanned genres, it spanned geography. So it was lovely being here.
I really like the format of the quiz and the diverse variety of the questions. We especially love the buzzer round for sure.
What can India do to ensure their win in the World Cup?
I can think that they can improve their fear of failure problem. They are lacking at the main time, at the crucial stages. They are tumbling off.
I think they shouldn't play conservatively. They should play more bravely and like play to win and rather not to lose. For example, we saw India protect Surya Kumar Yadav in one of the matches. But if he's our prime batter, we should not protect him and make him play up the order, because we want him to play the most number of overs. So I know that's my one bit.
Well, thank you. I think we should just DM the captain about it. Well, moving on to the next question for you. Who do you think could be the most wicket taker in the Indian team in World Cup?
So for India as a country, it's difficult to look beyond Bumrah. However, what it's interesting to see is whether Bumrah remains the highest wicket taker with an India connect in this World Cup.
I think it would be Arshdeep Singh, the way he is bowling with the new ball, and I think that left arm angle would also help him.
As we have seen, Virat's performance has been dropping from the last 2 matches. Who do you think should open with Rohit Sharma?
I would again say it will be Virat Kohli. He is the best batsman in T20 also. He is better while chasing, I understand, but he is definitely a good batsman for open.
Virat Kohli.
Why?
Because in 2011, did we think about dropping Dhoni down? No, because you have to trust your class player, and Virat Kohli is a class player.
Well, thank you. That was such a good conversation with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.